I really wish I had chocolate syrup for my mustache and then a hat, which is not a sentence you hear every day, unless you live in my family and have weird vacations. I'll spare you the convoluted story about why, but recently I found myself watching a lot of Charlie Chaplin films. And this is not because of my Hitler fetish. I just, as a film nerd, really wanted to broaden my knowledge. It was mostly the Hitler fetish. This is a vlog. Hello friends. You know, with Chaplin it's really easy to reduce him to the characters that our culture knows him as. The stash, the hat, the walk, the cane. What I was struck with after watching so many of his films is that even though there's this little of a lack of polish to his finished product as opposed to more contemporary films, the movies themselves hold up so incredibly well. Some of these films are close to 100 years old at this point, and I'd rather watch one of those than the latest Adam Sandler travesty. And before anyone leaves a comment, I realize that they're both trying very vastly different things, but Jack and Jill was awful. Oh, I think it's time for a list. Alright, 20 seconds on the clock. What would I rather do than watch Jack and Jill a second time? Vasectomy without any anesthetic. Paper cuts underneath every single one of my fingernails. High school. The SNL where Nancy Kerrigan hosted. Eat nothing but gristle for a week. Listen to Paris Hilton's album. Find out what Skittles are made of. Ignorance is bliss, kids. The Star Wars Christmas special. Stubbing my toe in every piece of furniture I own. Get my driver's license renewed. Taxes and drinking human sweat. Whew. Judges? 12 things, my best yet. Whether it's the punchy wordplay in Chaplin's first talkie, The Great Dictator.
What's below?
Looks like the sun.
The sun?
Seems to be shining upwards.
Strange. How's the gas?
Terrible, it kept me awake all night.
Or the classic boxing scene in his masterpiece, City Lights. The humor was always there. The great thing about Chaplin, though, is that he was able to match his humor with empathy. The tramp stumbles upon a blind woman within City Lights and spends the entire movie convincing her that he is rich beyond belief because he believes that's the only way that she could ever fall in love with him. Now, I could go all film studies on you and explain how I believe that Chaplin was using the rise of the city to explain the erosion of the sense of self of the individual. But I won't. What I love, though, is that we're able to see this great comedy bubble from just a simple love story. Now, Chaplin the person was a bit of a tyrant. He would fire people at a moment's notice. He would shoot the same scene over and over and over again. Also, a pretty big womanizer. And all that should be noted. Although, it should also be said that he was wholly behind his creations. He was the producer, the director, the writer, the star, and would oftentimes score his own films. The only person who is even close to that is Shane Carruth. Carruth is much less funny and much more pretentious than what Chaplin is, although he only makes a film every 10 years, so he doesn't exactly have the same breadth as what Chaplin does. 100 years later, I am still enjoying Chaplin, and without even saying a word sometimes, he's able to make my gut hurt because of laughter, or my face wet because of tears. What other film is going to be able to stand that test of time? I'm really asking that. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. And let me know if you fall in love with Charlie Chaplin like I have. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kyle. I'll see you all again next Thursday. I'm gonna go eat a shoe.